Again, so welcome back to my YouTube channel. So I hope you will learn something here so your time will not be wasted. No? So if you find that my channel helps you a little, so please don't forget to subscribe. But if you have questions, clarifications after this video, or there is something that bothers you or you want some topics to be discussed, so please don't hesitate to comment or message this channel. So here we go. Our fellow applicants, So we are here in the written examination. So as you can see, so meron written examination at saka meron din tayong behavioral interview. So lahat ito ay part ng potential which is yung 20 points, pagdating sa non-teaching ranking. So as per DepEd Order 7 series of 2023. Ayan, so kung mapapansin nyo, ang dinidiscuss natin ito ay nakasulat lang din sa DepEd Order 7 series of 2023 which will be discussed during your orientation, kapag nagkaroon na kayo ng orientation kung saan man kayong division. So mapapansin nyo dito, potential. Ano ba yung potential? So ito yung isa sa criteria pagdating sa non-teaching which is 20 points. So pag sinabi natin potential, so it refers to the capacity and ability of an applicant to assume the duties and responsibilities of the position to be filled. For example, Administrative Officer 2. Those higher positions that are more technical in nature, kasi nga technical ang works dito. For example, letters, communication. So it may be measured through any or all of the following. So ang potential ay imi-measure siya ng number 1, written examination, skills or work sample test. So, maggagawa kayo ng sample. For example, letter, request letter. And then yung behavioral events interview which is na-discuss na natin doon sa ating previous video. So, panoorin nyo na lang. So, ngayon, ang di-discuss natin yung written examination at saka yung work sample test. So, dito, susukatin yung skills nyo. Kung mapapansin nyo, yung written examination, ang points niya ay 5 points. While yung work sample test ay 10 points at yung ating interview sa unang video ay 5 points. So overall, you will get 20 points for the potential category. So in addition, in case the above measures are not applicable to applicants to general services position, ito yung mga administrative aid 1 to 4 or 1 to 5, So iba yung mga general services katulad ng janitorial, security, yung ating mga guards at saka yung ating mga job orders or contractual or COS ang tawag doon, COS, contractual services. Yan. So, dito, the HRMPSB may design other evaluative assessment strategies that are appropriate and specific for them. Kasi itong position na ina-apply natin, yung administrative assistant at administrative officer, nurse, guidance. So, ito yung PDO, project development officer. Ito yung 20 points ang criteria dito na sinusukat. Unlike dun sa general services na mga janitorial services. So, kapag janitorial, ang hiring, so of course, ang division or ang HRMPSB ay pwede silang mag-design ng evaluative assessment for them. So, for the meantime, we are talking about written examination and skills or work sample test for Administrative Officer 2, Administrative Assistant 2, 3, and then yung Public Project Development Officer and so on. Other non-teaching positions. So, 20 points para po dun sa lahat ng yun. So, ayan. So, when we say written examination, of course, sa pamamagitan ng pagsulat, So, ngayon kasi is more on face-to-face na ang hiring. Kaya, more or less, gagawa po kayo ng letter, So, hindi ibig sabihin ng written examination ay may sasagutan kayo na letter A, So, hindi po ganon sa Department of Education. Yun po ay tinatawag na kung meron man, yun po ay sa teacher na tinatawag natin na EPT, English Proficiency Test, na ABC yung sasagutan. Pero dito, sa non-teaching, ang gagawin po natin ay sa pamamagitan ng letter communication. So, written examination refers to the standardized examination which measures the knowledge, language proficiency, ability to present ideas. So, paano mo ipipresent yung ideas? So, judgment and leadership ability of the applicant. So, bibigyan kayo ng isang scenario and then gagawan niyo siya ng letter, no? So, the test and evaluation rubrics appropriate to the position may be filled to be filled but must be developed by subject matter expert as requested by HRM PSB. For example, ang hiring or ang job vacancy ay nasa property and supply office. Of course, yung gagawin na written examination, presentation ng PowerPoint presentation, at yung mga questions ay all about supply, no? Paano ba gagawa kayo, for example, ng ano bang ginagawa sa supply? Ayan, written request, no? Magre-request kayo ng supply. Ayan, so kung incident report, kapag may mga nawalang gamit, nasira, ayan. So basic yan, no? So let's continue. Ayan. So dito, ang work sample test natin, so depende po sa division. Depende po kung ano ang ilalabas nila at depende nga po sa position na vacant. Ano? So kung ang vacant ay sa supply, so of course, ang mga questions at written examinations ay more on supply. Kapag sa HR naman, so of course, sa HR yung mga question. Ano po? So dito meron tayong mga samples na pwedeng ibigay sa inyo. So meron tayong request letter. So iba't ibang klaseng request letter na nagamit ko na during my administrative officer position. Then we have the memorandum. Paano ba ginagawa yung memorandum? So magkakaiba po sila. And then minutes of the meeting. Yan. So for example, kung kayo nasa HR and then walang magmi-minutes tapos ikaw yung ginawa na binigyan ng task, so dapat marunong ka mag-minutes. Yan, invitation. Yan, kung may biglaang, kung kayo naman ay AO, napunta kayo sa school, so merong biglaang bisita, so kailangan ng invitation. So, pwede nyo gawa ng invitation. And then, certificates. So, iba't ibang klase rin ng certificates. Iba't ibang klase rin ng invitation. And then, payroll. Yan, payroll. Paano ba nagpi-payroll? Salary differential. At marami pang iba. So, dapat alam nyo po yan. Financial report. For example, pinagawa kayo ng financial report. Napunta kayo ang ina-apply niyo naman ay ADAS, no? O pupuwede ring AO, mapupunta kayo sa accounting department. So, dapat marunong kayong gumawa ng financial report and liquidation report. And then accomplishment report pagdating naman sa mga project, and then project proposal, no? Kung meron kayo naisip na project, action research kung may problema sa school, then gagawa niyo siya ng research in order to solve that particular problem. And then invitation. So magkakaroon kayo ng ano sa school, for example ng event, ano? So, you have to invite. So, ang gagawin mo, gagawa ka ng invitation. Yan. So, napakadami. Kaya nga sabi ko, depende sa position na ina-applyan. So, ang suggestion ko, dapat alamin nyo muna ano ba yung position na available. At saan bang office? No? Sa supply ba? Sa HR ba? Sa SDS ba? Sa ASDS ba? Yan, sa school ba? Sa district ba? District office? So, iba-iba. So, una, alamin nyo muna kung ano yung position na ina-apply nyo and then search nyo dito sa ating kung ano yung position na ina-apply nyo para alam nyo po yung duties and responsibilities, no? Kung ang ina-apply nyo ay AO, so meron po siyang iba't ibang klaseng duties and responsibilities. Of course, ang magiging written works at sample test ay all about administrative officer na position. Kung ano yung mga ginagawa ng administrative officer position. So that's why it is important na dapat alam nyo muna yung background nung ina-applyan yung position. Ha? Para ready po kayo pagdating sa interview. Kasi after ng work sample test, same din naman yung magiging interview. No? So, yun lang. So, hopefully, ay may natutunan po kayo sa ating simple discussion this afternoon. Ayan, so once again, so thank you for listening and hopefully nakasubscribe na po tayo sa ating YouTube channel. So yung mga nabanggit ko po kanina, so pwede nyo pong scan ang QR code para ma-download yung files or you can fill up the link below, below this video para ma-download nyo po yung mga sample files if you are applying for non-teaching position or if you are applying for teaching position. So previously, I was an administrative officer 2 and then ngayon naman po ay teaching kasi mas madaling maging teaching kung kayo po ay naging administrative officer or naging administrative assistant or naging PDO kung kayo po ay naging non-teaching sa school. Kasi kayo po ang magpa-process ng application ng mga teachers kung kayo po ay magiging administrative officer too. Ano? So, kung for more videos, so comment lang po kayo kung anong klaseng video ang gusto nyo at message nyo lang po ako if you have questions, clarifications. So, thank you so much and hopefully mahire po kayo sa DepEd.